Hello, friends. Welcome back to Story Mitra. And in this new segment of ours of Ghoom Barabar Ghoom in India, we take you around beautiful places in India and tell you some interesting stories and facts around these places. So today we are going to Agra, and before Prakriti comes, oh, she's here. Prakriti, I'm sure you know which is the monument in India which is one of the wonders of the world.
That's Taj Mahal in Agra, Nanita.
Perfect. So, do you know how did the name Taj Mahal come?
Taj Mahal, it's palace. So Taj Mahal.
No. Taj Mahal comes from the name of the queen Mumtaz Mahal, in whose memory her husband King Shah Jahan had built the monument. And no, it is not a palace, it is actually a tomb.
Really?
Yes, it is the tomb of late Queen Mumtaz Mahal. And so let me tell you the story of these two wonderful people. Long, long ago in 1607, Shah Jahan was strolling around the markets of Meena Bazar when suddenly he heard a bickering sound of a young girl arguing with a bangle seller. She was arguing, maybe bargaining about some bangles, and when he actually saw her, that's it. He was smitten and he thought maybe she was not the only one, but she was at least one of the ones, and he was sure he wanted to marry her. Shah Jahan was the son of Jahangir and the grandson of Akbar. So immediately he rushed to his father, as he was one of his father's favorite sons, and told him about spotting this girl at Meena Bazar and wanting to marry her. Jahangir, out of his fondness for this son of his, agreed to get him married. But of course, Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal were very young. So they were betrothed but carried on their courtship for 5 years, after which they got married. And after they did get married, Mumtaz Mahal used to accompany Shah Jahan anywhere he went. Unlike wives in today's world where they do not get to accompany their spouses on business trips, Mumtaz Mahal managed to accompany Shah Jahan everywhere he went in terms of work. Also, like we see our lovely mothers partaking in all decision making with our fathers, Mumtaz Mahal always contributed her sense or her opinion in all decisions that Shah Jahan took in terms of the kingdom. This is how strong their relationship was. But sadly, Mumtaz Mahal passed away during childbirth, which left Shah Jahan totally shattered. He announced a 2 year mourning at the court. But as he had promised his wife, he built a beautiful monument in her memory, which even today has hordes of tourists and travelers who come just to have a look at this magnificent piece of art called Taj Mahal. And do you know, Prakriti, one more thing is every night before he went to sleep, he would look at Taj Mahal and then get sleep and then he would go to bed.
So that means that there would be very strong lights that would have been put in the Taj Mahal. Or else how would he see in the night?
Sadly, if you think way back then, there was no concept of electricity and lights. Taj Mahal is built with white marble, and when moonlight falls on it, it illuminates the whole structure, so there is no need of light to even look at it. And do you know, on a full moon day, the Taj Mahal is a splendid sight, and only 100 tickets are sold on that day to look at this beauty.
Wow, I never knew that, Namita. But I know a lot of architectural facts about Taj Mahal. So do you want to know about that?
Of course.
So, do you know that Delhi and Agra are earthquake prone zone?
Yeah, I think they come under zone 4, right?
Yes, on a scale of 1 to 5, they are in zone 4, where 5 is the most dangerous. But do you know that Taj Mahal survived 3.5 centuries without getting affected by any earthquake?
Really?
Yes. Shah Jahan knew about these earthquakes. He called all the engineers, architects, and workers from places which were earthquake prone so that together they can put their brains and make a perfect earthquake resistant structure. And do you know what is around the Taj, the dome?
Those minarets.
Yes, Shah Jahan made sure that all the minarets of the Taj are leaning away from it by certain degrees so that even if there's an earthquake and the minarets fall, they don't fall on his beloved Mumtaz Mahal's tomb. So, to build the Taj's dome, he called Ismail Afandi from Turkey, who was famous to make domes in earthquake prone zones. And that is how, our Taj Mahal is still standing strong amongst all the earthquakes. Do you know Taj Mahal is completely symmetrical? And Mumtaz Mahal's tomb was made in the center, exactly in the center of the Taj Mahal. But when Shah Jahan was buried next to her, then that cemetery got lost. And children, whenever you go to Taj Mahal, you will see a simple plain bench from where everyone takes selfies. From that bench, if you would have seen the minarets and if the minarets were standing perpendicularly straight, they would have looked as if they were inclining towards a dome. And that was one more reason why Shah Jahan insisted the architects to make sure that the minarets were slightly leaning away from the dome so that a picture perfect look of Taj Mahal could be seen from that bench.
Wow, Prakriti, really? Knowing
Yes.
all this history was one thing, but these interesting engineering and architectural facts is something altogether different.
So make sure next holiday is in Agra, looking at the Taj Mahal, clicking a picture perfect photo at the bench with the Taj Mahal.
And if you do visit Taj Mahal and click your picture, do share it on our Facebook page, Story Mitra. And thank you so much for watching. And do follow us for more travel places. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.